how to calculate takt time in Excel. In this video, I'm going to talk to you about the key steps that you can take right now to go do this for any type of scheduling method out there. I'm really excited to share this with you because literally as soon as you're done with this video, and hopefully you're liking and subscribing to the channel, you can go do this right now. And I will say, as much as I don't like CPM, you can still calculate the proper takt time and narrow your phases even if you're doing it in CPM. So if you're interested in that, stay with us. So this is going to be super fun, super short video. Here's what you do. I hope you're just paying attention to the steps right now. And then what I'll do is I'll tell you where to go and how to do it, and then I'll explain the steps so that you've just got it like that. All you do is you go to leantakt.com. So leantakt.com. You'll go to that page, you'll see a beautifully formatted web page. And if you scroll down, you'll see Takt Template. You click on the button and you'll be taken to an Excel download section on our resources page. And you'll see 3 different files, one for the macro, one for the norm, and then an old template. Some people really just fell in love with our old template, so we have the old one as well. In this situation, I would highly recommend that you go in and you download the norm, N-O-R-M template, okay? Or the production plan template. Once you download that, you'll go into Excel, and this is free, by the way. All of it's free. And you can actually access through the Intakt software on Intakt, INTAKT.app. But once you go to our template, you'll see the Takt Calculator tab. And this is what you do. Literally, all you have to do is know 4 pieces of information, and then the rest of the calculator is really, really simple. Number 1. You have to know for whatever it is you're building, for your phase. Let's just make it easy. Let's use exteriors this time. It's just the exterior around your building. Not a big deal. And you have to know how many zones do you want to plan for that exterior. And you're like, oh, I think it'll be 8 zones. We've got one side of the building broken up into 2. That times 4 is 8, so 8 zones. That's the first bit of information you need to know. Then you just assume that your takt time is a 5-day takt time. So not a big deal because it's really easy in the calculator if you start, not finish, but start with a 5-day takt time. Then, if you know that that's how big your zone is and all of your activities inside that zone have to fit within a 5-day takt time, then you just pencil out anywhere on a notepad or on Excel or wherever you want, or from a pull plan, you say, okay, this is going to be the first trade, second, third, fourth, blah, blah, blah. And you see how many 5-day segments you have in that sequence. That's it. Just to make it easy. If your sequence for one zone of the exteriors takes 100 days, then you just divide that by 5 and it's 20. That number 20 is how many takt wagons you'll have. So now you'll type into your calculator 20 takt wagons, 8 zones on a 5-day takt time. And then all you have to do to tell the calculator the 4th bit of information is what is the average square foot for your zones. And then, and by the way, I'll link you to the videos for this. There's a really neat playlist on this channel called the Takt Production System for Students that covers this. Video number 6 does a great job. And all you have to do is go into the calculator and literally look at the columns. First 3 columns on the calculator you'll see will deal with the macro. So you can ignore that for now. Then when you go to the norm, it'll say wagons, and then it will say zones, and then it will say takt time, and then it will start to show you really cool things like your overall phase duration. It will show you the square foot per zone with any of the different scenarios. It will show you your realized flow potential. Lots of really helpful information. And you can basically look at it and be like, okay, 20 wagons on a 5-day takt time with 8 zones. I'm just making it up. So you can basically go down there and be like, okay, so you can go on the calculator and be like, okay, so 8 zones with 20 wagons on a 5-day takt time, that's 135 days. But then if I go to a smaller zone size where now instead of 8, maybe I have 16 zones, or I have 12, or I have 20 zones, whatever, but the zone sizes are getting smaller, you'll see that duration narrow, 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 narrow. And what you'll notice in the calculator is that your trade time does not diminish, but your overall phase duration shortens actually. And then you can be like, okay, instead of 8 zones, I'm going to do 16. That means my zone sizes are cut in half. Yeah, that'll work. Okay, the trades get this much extra time per zone. Okay, square footage works. You know, you're analyzing the calculator and you're like, yep, I'm going with 16 zones. When you do that, you'll probably end up with, instead of a 5-day takt time, a 3-day takt time. So immediately you know how many zones you should have, and you know your rhythm, which is your takt time. And so now you have it. And so this is what I want to say now as we close this video. You can now pull that into a takt plan, a pull plan, or your CPM schedule. And instead of having a 135-day duration for your phase, now you can have 100, 90, 80. Like, you can shorten that without ever hurting the trade's durations, their overall duration. It's absolutely phenomenal. So this is how you do it. And I'm just going to keep it this simple. In the description below, I'll link you to video 6 of the Takt Production System for Students video. I'll link you to some other content. And I will also link you to the exact template. But if you follow these guidelines, you'll be exactly where you want to be. You'll know your takt time, your zones, and you'll have a shorter duration. I hope you've enjoyed this video. On we go.